So as y'all can see, the screenshots of the obster who jumped on the Justice for Chelle train are up and will be up for the duration of this video. Because like I said before, I'm here with a specific purpose and intention. And I don't care what people think I should be doing. I don't care what type of time anybody else is on. I've been over here minding the business that pays me and that will ultimately pay Chelle. And so real quick, I was asked if I could share my thoughts on the clip of Op and Danny outside the courthouse in Upper Darby. And I really don't have too much to say about it. I mean, it was about a 2-minute, 1.5 minute clip. Op seemed enthusiastic to answer the questions being asked. The people asking the questions seemed to be enthusiastic about asking her questions, her and Danny. And so she basically confirmed what I and others have said about content creators, trolls, and their incessant need to lie, to pathologically lie for clicks, views, likes, beans, and clout. So she basically confirmed that that was all a lie. Right? So what's crazy too though about that clip, people acting like I was caught off guard, like a deer in headlights, as if she was obligated to stop and answer questions. I mean, she looked like she was enjoying the attention to me, per usual. And she knows that she's a hot topic for content creators. She knows that people claim to want to see her in jail for reasons other than them wanting to see Chelle get justice. She knows that. And it's crazy how people are having a hard time accepting that she doesn't want to go live without having to be court ordered to do so. Why is that so hard for people to believe and accept? For one, Chelle was the content. Chelle was the content. Chelle was the cash cow. And Op doesn't have her any longer to serve that purpose, right? It's a number of reasons, and it's not the reasons that the content creators and some of their subscribers would like to believe, because it doesn't fit the narrative. Also, maybe Danny don't want to be on camera like that, because we know Danny might be a simp, but she's not going to be a prop dummy for Op and a puppet. I mean, Danny already caught a case behind Op, and I'm sure that's how her sisters presented it to her. So it's just wild that people are having a hard time accepting that she just doesn't want to go live without having to be court ordered. You know, the fact that she confirmed, I mean, the people that asked her the questions, they went to the source. They went to the horse's mouth. She said they wasn't locked up, no new charges, all of the above. Proving what I said. Proving that. It's important to learn how to set aside the opinions you formed about someone and look at the person or situation as objectively as you can with fresh eyes. Right? So even though I don't like what Chelle has experienced, all of what she has been through, I still can't just make up lies and pretend and make believe that what is isn't. That's crazy. That would make me delusional. You know, that's child's play, pretending and make believe. It is what it is, whatever the circumstances are. She wasn't locked up. She didn't get new charges. That is what it is. Doesn't matter if it doesn't fit your narrative. It's the truth. I also liked how the video brought out all the Op supporters and fans, because that also proves what I've been saying since day one, that the majority of people out here, content creators and content watchers alike, are Op fans. And a lot of them jump on the Justice for Chelle train. So that's another thing that I liked about what the video did, the effect that it had. The video also proved the video also proved what I've been saying, which is the content creators' incessant need to paint narratives because they are pathological liars. The same people who were and still are mad at me for saying I wasn't arrested are the same people who are grateful for the lady that shared the video confirming what I said. Man. But again, the obster archetype is very chaotic and confused in their thoughts and behaviors, just all over the place like bird shit. The very people who were and still mad at me for saying I wasn't arrested are the same people grateful for this lady sharing a video confirming what I said. Man, I'm dealing with nuts. We're dealing with nuts. It is what it is. I already know what I'm dealing with. Right? People are trying so hard to prove that they want justice for Chelle, that their mental health is declining. Because there's a lot of blood. There's blood on a lot of people's hands. And the guilt and anger from me calling them out on their hypocrisy and all their nasty, trifling ways is eating away at them. So their mental health is declining because they're not living their truth. Their truth is that they are an obster. They're happy to see I. They was happy to see I. They was happy they could do some content on I. I'm not talking about the people that shared the video. I'm talking about the people I've been calling out. Right? I said before that if it wasn't for Chelle, I would never be on my radar. The weird apps she was on, the other weirdos that she was engaging with on these apps. If it wasn't for someone sharing one of her so-called skits on my Facebook, I would not have ever known about and the weird apps and all them other weirdos that be on the weird apps. Because I'm not on their frequency. I'm not on a degenerate frequency. I can't relate to the fascination with like a whole lot of chicks can. I'm not fascinated, but I can't relate to her. In a whole different lane, on a whole different wavelength. The women that I deal with and rock with, they can't relate. They're not on a degenerate frequency, so I can't relate. And a whole lot of chicks can relate to and that's cool. That's cool. I remember the reaction I had when I saw the so-called skit on my Facebook timeline. And I was in utter disbelief. But again, I wasn't. Because I had already known that Chelle immediate family had swept her disability under the rug. So, although I was in utter disbelief, I wasn't. That was the crazy part. I wasn't. Because again, by the time my family and I had found out what was really going on with Chelle and she was already deep in the abyss, surrounded by degenerates, deep. And we did not have any cooperation from them because they didn't want anybody to know. They were embarrassed. Right, so I saw one comment right after Chelle posted her update that said, "Leave our Chelle alone." The audacity. And I took "our" to mean us, the legion of degenerates that now own Chelle, her mind, body, and spirit. That's what that chick meant when she said that. Leave our Chelle alone. Our meaning the whole legion of degenerates, the whole colony of roaches that now owned her because she was carried away to the abyss when she was handed over by her immediate family. That's how I took it. That's when I really knew how deep and wild this is, man. And how long this has been going on. People want to look at me and ask me, silly questions. Where was you at? You ain't know what high school she went to. That's a way for them to deflect from their own role, their own active role, and the hand that they played, and how long Chelle was being violated with I. Mind your business, like I said before. That's the best thing you can do. Shut up and mind your business. And again, that chick said that, leave our Chelle alone. I blame her immediate family for that. I blame Chelle immediate family for that because they handed her over. to a legion of bottom feeder degenerates. Here it is. This is someone that I actually love and care about. This person I grew up with, slept over each other's house, ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner with. So what? We grew up. We went our separate ways. We're about 5-6 years apart in age. So what? That doesn't take away from everything, how I feel about her. Us growing up together, our childhood experiences. It doesn't take away from any of that. And I didn't have to know Chelle. I don't have to know Chelle to do what I'm doing. So all that irrelevant shit chicks are still trying to hold on to, that's because they're still mad at me for pointing out their hypocrisy. That's why they're mad. And I won't allow them to sleep at night. That's why they want me to go away. Not happening. Not happening. Right? So, like I said, this bottom feeder, degenerate female had the audacity to tell me through her comment, leave our show alone so that they, the legion of degenerates and roaches, could continue getting off on her being violated. That's why she said that. Then I went and looked at her picture because they all have the same look, looking like zombies, spaced out, washed up. It all made sense to me. It all made sense. Again, that's because Chelle was handed over to a cult and became a prisoner of spiritual warfare. This is why people were and still hiding behind, well, Chelle's sister said, and her dad said she's not intellectually disabled. People are still hiding behind that. I see them. And they look trifling. They pictures. Man, I can read them through the screen. They look trifling. People are still hiding behind that. And of course they're going to use that. Of course. It's easy. Of course they're going to use that. These are the people that raised Chelle, that were supposed to have been got her away from I. It should not have taken the internet. When you got a whole fully functioning father, he shouldn't have to wait for the internet or a distant cousin or the police. Man, my dad would never. Please, we wouldn't be sitting here having this conversation. So again, it was on them. If they were scared of I and terrified, they could have collectively went over there. They could have jumped or anything. It's no excuse. It's no excuse. It ain't on me. But I'm still here. I'm still here for Chelle. Still going to bat for her. When none of her other family are. None of them. So again, they handed her over to them. They sold her down the river. And then to add insult to injury, Chelle's sister had the audacity to tell Chelle not to embarrass them after they sold her down the river. Can't make this up. Chelle is with people that make friends with pathological liars. The obster archetype. Remember I spoke about how naive Chelle mom and sister is, trusting everyone. Considering chicks their friends. You know, somebody mentioned she was in contact with the chick that bombed. The chick that came over there on Big O, whatever it's called. The chick that just made up non-existent receipts and lies out of thin air. And it's not hard to believe, because I had already mentioned that to y'all. How naive and gullible they are. They think everybody they friend. They think everybody has their best interests at heart. They're right there, they're collabing with people who don't give a damn about Chelle. Obsters. They let chicks play in their face. They have to use other chicks as their mouthpieces. Just goofy and weak. Goofy and weak. Hold on. Give me 1 second real quick. Give me 1 second. Text this real fast. Yeah. So me, Chelle, and the other 1%, we are really up against a colony of roaches and a legion of degenerates. That's what we up against. And man, after that video clip, I'm glad that was put out. That, you know what I mean? I said in the beginning, I'm not a T channel. What I'm doing is different from everybody. I'm in my own lane, and I've been over here minding my business. I'm glad it was put out because I didn't realize Op has more fans, stands, and supporters than I initially thought. I mean, like, they out here. They showed up. They showing up. They coming out the woodworks since that clip of Op and Danny came out. A lot of people are in love with her. Even the ones who don't think they are and claim that they aren't. A lot. And listen, that's the ugly truth. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it because people have a right, like I said before, as far as cults. People have a right to venerate and worship and devote their time and energy and money to whoever. Where it becomes a problem is when other people outside of your cult are being violated, or cult members who are intellectually disabled are being violated. That's where it becomes a problem. But that's the ugly truth. Right? People have a right to be in love with Op and missing her and happy to see her. And I respect the fact that they're outwardly and openly expressing how much they love and miss her versus pretending to despise her, like a whole lot of people, lying and pulling receipts out of thin air. I mean, I got more respect for them. I mentioned that in the Flip-Flopsters. That is chicks that are diehard Ops supporters and fans. They're not even thinking about me or what I'm talking about. The ones that are Flip-Flopsters that flipped on Op, love her one day, hate her the next, those the ones that show up in my comment section every now and again, trying to outwit me. And it never happens. Trying to scare me off. Those are the ones that love Op one day, hate her the next. Those are the ones I have zero respect for because they cowardly. Stand on your square. The other chicks is doing it. They talking about how much they miss Op, how good she looked in that video. Stand on that. Because it's a whole lot of y'all out here that feel the same way. But you just can't live your truth because you're a liar. And if it don't apply, let it fly. Simple as that. Moving on. Oh, one more thing. One more thing. Who is this chick hiding behind La La T channel? Who is this chick hiding behind La La T channel? The same question for the chick that was hiding behind drama in the T channel that suddenly disappeared in thin air. Drama in the T channel suddenly disappeared in thin air right after Preem from Babies and Fools Network called her out for sharing videos of Chelle being violated for profit. After that, the channel just disappeared. After he called her out, she commented in my comment section talking about why was she called out? All she does is share videos. She doesn't do commentary. And that's exactly what it is. Hiding behind channels. Obsters hiding in plain sight. Who is this chick? Or better yet, who are these chicks? I mean, it's Drama in the T and La La. Who is La La T and Drama in the T? We know who everyone else is. We know who everybody else face look like. Obsters hiding in plain sight. I ain't forget that. Chick hiding behind Drama in the T. Please. Talking about she just shared Op videos. The same as this other one, La La T channel. All of a sudden, people over there asking her where all the old videos at in her other channel and all that. Please. That's because they're obsters hiding in plain sight. After she got called out, Drama in the T, she lied and said her other channels were being reported, and that's why she lost them. Then poof, she just vanished. Or so we think. Or so we think that Drama in the T, the chick that was hiding behind that channel, no, she had like 3 of them. She just vanished. Or so we think. La La T channel. Please. Man, this chick behind La La T channel, she thinks she a step ahead of the rest. Maybe so, but not me. Talking about YouTube deleting videos and banning the channel. That's all cat. That's all cat. What Jay-Z say? It was all good just a week ago. It was all good just a week ago. Before Smoking on Queen 9 Babies and Fools Network got on here. Now channels disappearing. Like I said, there's a lot of blood on a whole lot of people's hands. And everyone involved, they definitely are going to pay in some way, shape, or form. Right now, a lot of people are paying by losing sleep. They're getting bags, more bags under their eyes, dark circles. Their mental health is declining. They're just unhinged. A lot of people are paying in that way. But trust and believe, it's not over. Because the guilt is eating them alive. It's eating them alive. So, let me take a sip of my roasted dandelion root tea real quick. So as I've been combing through videos, it dawned on me that the same tactics used on Chelle were and are still used on POWs, prisoners of war. That's crazy, like that connection. Except in this case, I'm referring to spiritual war, but the same tactics were used and still being used by these fake ass Justice for Chelle supporters. One of them, psychological pressure, which is basically breaking down the mind and the will of a person, breaking their mind, their spirit, and their will, just breaking it, just shattering it. Moneybag Yo, Baby Mom Juicy, and whoever else called up Op Lives, the way they were persuading a mentally challenged woman to perform fellatio on a random, this homeless drug addict. Psychological pressure. A dude in there with a crack pipe, and I was hitting them rocks, and she had Chelle hitting them too. And she had him hitting them too. Because Chelle was mentally challenged. She can't read social cues at the same speed as people who aren't mentally challenged. So she couldn't tell. She didn't know that she was under psychological pressure when Juicy kept persuading her to perform fellatio on this random homeless drug addict. She didn't know that she was being pressured because she can't read social cues. She couldn't tell or read that Juicy didn't have her best interests at heart. Right? That Juicy was psychologically, along with I, but I'm bringing her up because she gonna pay too, was pressuring her to perform fellatio on a strange homeless drug addict. Juicy was doing that for shits and giggles. Chelle couldn't tell because she can't read the room. She can't read social cues. So she couldn't tell that Juicy was pressuring her, trying to persuade her to do that for shits and giggles. Also, another example of psychological pressure. Look how I would bombard Chelle with questions. I mean, question after question. Wouldn't even allow her to answer a question before she's bombarding her with another one. That's another tactic that is used on actual POWs. See, I don't know this. I'm just being trifling. Her, Juicy, and the rest of them weirdos. But they're all on the same frequency as people who use these tactics. That's why they're doing it. Okay? Just asking her question after question after question, and you can see how frustrated Chelle would become. Right? Because I know that Chelle was mentally challenged. That's why she targeted her. Talk about nobody wanted to be her friend. I know Chelle mentally challenged. Please. I saw clips where I would call Chelle slow, but then at other times when I would play victim and claim that Chelle was such a burden to her, and a plethora of other claims that I made, then she will turn around and say Chelle isn't slow. She know what she doing. Cherry picking when to tell the truth and when to lie. Pun intended. Cherry picking when to tell the truth and when to lie for her own benefit. Chelle wasn't slow when she needed to play victim and needed somebody to feel sorry for her, fake cry and complain about Chelle being in her way. That's the only time she wasn't slow. Any other time she calling her all type of slow, retarded, dumb, this, that, and the third. So we're not going for that. Another tactic used on POWs that were used on Chelle, isolating the person from family and friends. Right? And we know that Chelle was with I offline, away from her family for years. Before my family even knew all of what was going on. She was already with I. Already for years before I took the abuse to the internet. Even had Chelle lying on her dad and grandma. Right? Isolating the person from family and friends. That was another tactic that she used. Another one. Changing the person's self-identity. And that was the first step that I took to alter Chelle's self-identity, was by referring to her as Chelle. Because like I said, all the Chelle family members and even the people she grew up with, we call her Randy. So when I knew that when she ran across her, I knew that's what we called her. That's how Randy referred to herself as. Then she found out her name was Michelle, then she'd start calling her Chelle. She did that to recreate the version of Randy she wanted. Because she already had an agenda for her. I was moving on purpose with a purpose when it came to Chelle. She already knew the version of Chelle that she wanted to recreate for her own sick, sadistic purposes. And the irony is that they both have the same middle name. That's another thing. That's what made it easy for I to project all of her degeneracy onto Randy, aka Chelle. And also changing her identity. She also did that, trying to alter her self-identity through how she would cut Chelle's hair, have her hair looking crazy. All these crazy colors and styles, tattoos, a big tattoo across her chest. All of that was to change Chelle's self-identity so she wouldn't remember who she was before she met I. Sick. And I can hear some people, Chelle agreed to it. Yeah, because she's mentally challenged. End of discussion. Point blank period. That's why. And because of that, it's easier to employ those tactics on her and other intellectually disabled people. The same ones that they use on POWs, prisoners of war. Another tactic that was used, physical degradation. We all saw the bruises, the scars, assault. The fact that I had her turning tricks with her means that Chelle's health was put at risk. Her body, her physical self, was being degraded on a regular basis, running around with this chick I. And hopefully Chelle's immediate family had her evaluated for STDs. All of them, because everything I said that Chelle had in them videos, I already has. Best believe that, and I don't have to be specific. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Everything she claims she has, she already has it. So I just hope that, again, Chelle media family went and took care of that. Another tactic, humiliation and mental torture. Making her stand up for long periods of time while I and them other dirty chicks would berate her back to back, ripping off her wigs. And sometimes I seen videos where she looked like she was really enjoying wearing those wigs. You know, seeing herself look different, have a different appearance. You know, she's sick. Just took the wig off when Chelle so-called made her mad. Just took it off. Breaking her glasses. Making her cut up her clothes. Humiliation and mental torture tactics. The same things used on POWs. Had her running around outside naked. And best believe Chelle was high when she did that. And not on weed or liquor. I made sure that Chelle stayed on narcotics. She made sure of that because she on them. She was on them. Remember that one video? She was doing Chelle wig. Chelle couldn't even keep her eyes open. Slurring her speech. That was dope. She had him on dope in that video. She had him on. That was dope that she had him on. Anything. I don't put nothing past anything with this chick. Another tactic. Reward system. Right? A reward system is another tactic used on POWs. Every time a prisoner, this from my own, research after I connected the dots. Every time a prisoner would express the beliefs or sentiments of their captors, right? Or show that they have embraced their new identity, they would be rewarded with like liquor or, like a small amount of decent food, like a little steak or something. They would reward them with a little thing like a little cup of liquor or something as a way to make sure that they continue embracing the new identity that they were broken into. Example with Chelle and I saw one video where I was promising to buy Chelle McDonald's later in the day if she did a good job eating Funky Cat out. I saw that. That's a tactic they use on POW. Reward is a reward system. And we already know that Chelle was being denied food. So yeah, you connect the dots. Another tactic, brainwashing. Changing her beliefs about herself and others in order to change her behavior. Behavior that will ultimately serve and benefit I. That's brainwashing. And the number one prerequisite before the brainwashing process occurs, you have to introduce drugs in the brainwashing process. Okay? Think about all of the false confessions that POWs gave while they were under extreme, intense psychological pressure, right? The ones who survived, who recounted the torture that they endured, they all spoke about how the false confessions, it wasn't from them. It was their words coming out of their mouth, but it was their captor's thoughts. Because remember, the whole process of breaking their will, their mind and body and spirit, their thoughts, their captor's thoughts have to become their own. And so that was the same thing going on with Chelle. I made Chelle give false confessions about her family. Remember the obsters? Remember, the obsters are pathological liars. That's what I meant to say. Remember that the obsters are pathological liars. So the people that Chelle are with now, they are pathological liars. Listen. Right after Chelle got removed from OP, me and Chelle spoke on the phone. So we did speak. Because her sister, Kirby notices the truth. That's why she got to use other chicks as her mouthpiece to come at me like she did in that first video in the interview. That's why she had to use some old dusty hood rat as her mouthpiece, because she know I'm telling the truth. Kirby put her on the phone so that we could talk. Man, Chelle with the same people who was cool with OP at one time. It is what it is. And she parrots. Chelle parrots whoever she's around. Chelle learned how to cuss people out from OP. People like, oh, well, she was cussing people out that tried to help her. Yeah. Because, again, the foundation of her, who she is that she has a intellectual disability. And then couple that with, a lot of people have said, Stockholm Syndrome, being brainwashed. Yes, all of that. But what makes that easy, what makes it akin to taking candy from a baby, is the fact that she has an intellectual disability. So she parrots whoever she's around. Chelle's thoughts became OP thoughts. She even sounded like OP. In a sidebar, as far as sounding like OP. I listen to how OP talk. OP, her speech is fast. I'm going to tell you why. OP dealing with a lot of anxiety, chaos, and disorder in her mind, which is reflected in her speech, on top of being on a narcotic. Speaking quickly, because one of them obster chicks try to say I talk slow. Because they used to this chick who's on that narcotic and who's chaotic and disorderly in her mind, so she just rambling. Speaking quickly, that doesn't imply that you're saying something important. Because none of y'all chicks have anything of importance to say other than mimicking and copying out and what she's saying. That doesn't mean that you're saying something important because you're speaking quickly. Oftentimes it means you're nervous. Your nerves are shot. And app is very high strung. And the narcotic don't help. The narcotic amplifies her talking fast and all of that. So that's just a sidebar. Man, I've been running in fast. I've been running in the same place fast for years now. Just in one place, thinking she going somewhere. So, along with all of the tactics that I just mentioned, Chelle became self-accusing from all of the years of brainwashing, humiliation, and torture. Okay, she became self-accusing. Combing through the videos, I saw where Chelle would accuse herself of things to please I. Just start accusing herself. That's a byproduct, that's a result of brainwashing, years of brainwashing, humiliation, and psychological pressure, mental torture. Okay? So Chelle would self-accuse of things to please Op. That's just what it was. And so by the time that Op took the abuse to the internet, it was systematic. The breaking of Chelle's mind, her will, her body, and spirit were all systematic. And this is why it is so crucial to guard your mind as a fully functioning adult. I mean, even as a fully functioning adult who does not have an intellectual disability, it's still crucial to guard your mind, what you're consuming. That's why I said before, if it wasn't for Chelle, please, I would never know who this chick Op was. Ever. Somebody would have to bring it to me because she wouldn't be on my radar. I'm not on the degenerate frequency. I already told y'all on my personal YouTube page, it has no T channels. No T channels are on there because I'm not interested. There's more important things that I would rather listen to and watch than a bunch of people who are degenerates having the audacity to talk and gossip about other degenerates. No, I don't have time for that. Please. So yes, as a fully functioning adult, you have to guard your mind. So imagine people such as Chelle and any of your loved ones or anybody that y'all know who do have an intellectual disability. You have to help them guard their minds. They are for the taking. They are like taking candy from a baby. This is why I'm here, and this is why I'm not going anywhere.